you're wanting to get into any kind of strike combat training or mixed martial arts and you have that lingering question, what's the better option between a swinging bag and a standing bag? Then today's video is going to answer some of those questions and hopefully all of them. So, welcome back to the Primal Coliseum. I'm your host, Santil. Let's get into it, guys. We're going to cover some of the pros and cons and the reasons why I like both of these bags. Let's get to it. So, one of my all-time favorite things about the swinging bag is if you are getting into any kind of form of strike combat or any kind of form of mixed martial arts, then ideally you want the swinging bag because just like when you're sparring in the ring or when you get to that point, you want something that's going to represent the actual opponent. Unlike the standing bag, the swinging bag moves. So you need to be able to move your feet. In any combat that you get into, it's always, the foundation is always going to start from the ground up. So if this was a standing bag and I'm just here, but I never get the opportunity to move with the bag, change directions and angles and so on and so forth, that's going to limit me more than benefit. Okay? So with the swinging bag, you guys, footwork. You're able to do footwork. Move with the bag. As it comes towards you, you can move back. As it moves away, same thing. Changing angles. Another thing, unlike the stand-up bag, the swinging bag allows pretty much it allows you to be able to implement your knees, your elbows, and your uppercuts a lot better because it's moving and it gives you that angle. So for example, as it leans away from me, unlike if it was a standing bag, I'm uppercutting upright, which feels weird, right? But just like your opponent, chin, you want something that has more of an edge, you know, kind of a contact point. So when this bag moves, boom, I can rip into it. Boom, boom. And again, same thing, elbows. As the bag moves, my elbows feel more natural. And lastly, same thing with my knees. If you're in Muay Thai, kickboxing, right? You want your knees to feel natural. So with a bag like this is ideal for that, along with many other strikes. So that's one of the best things about having a swinging bag. If you're looking to turn pro and really give it all that you gotta have the real deal. All right, champ. So here we go. Another one of the cons to having a swinging bag is location and setup. So unlike the standing bag that we have here, my other girlfriend, with this, my ex-girlfriend, no, apologies. Current girlfriend, ex-girlfriend. She's getting replaced today. But anyway, so when you have the swinging bags, you guys, location. So some of the things you got to watch out for is whether the ground's going to be even, whether you got pull-up bars, trees, what's up little kids, trees and different things that you can hang your swinging bag on. So for this demonstration, I got my strap, guys, and real quick side note, when I was living in Hawaii and seeing all the cool people riding their trucks and shit across the beach, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. I want to live that life experience, right? I had a Equinox 2013, and let's just say I didn't get that far. I got about maybe 5 feet, and yeah, man, got real serious. So if it wasn't for my buddy and my straps, he came around with his truck, hooked the straps up to the back of his truck, and then on the front of the Equinox. And that's a heavy vehicle, man. We were able to pull my vehicle out of the sand in Hawaii with just these gymnastic ring straps. So get you a pair. So with no further ado, guys, real quick, here's a demonstration as to how to hang up your bag on a tree. So get your strap up nice and high. Make sure you get it all the way around, and you want to always check for the height level. Ideally, you want to be able to find a tree where you can just loop the bag through the buckles if you have any, or you can go inside as well. That works too. But because this one has the buckles, we're going to use that. There you go, just like a ratchet strap. You're going to loop through, guys, and then you lift up, pull down. Lift up, pull down. Keep going, keep going. All right, as you can see, it's already starting to lift off the ground. I push the buckle up, pull it down, pull it down, pull it down, pull it down. And then you just keep doing that, all right? You keep doing that until you get to the ideal height that you want for your bag. So in this situation, this would be ideal for like Muay Thai kicks, you know, getting into your elbows, maybe some knee training, different things like that. So there you have it, guys. Find you a nice little location, make sure you're mindful of your setup, go have some fun. So the downside to having a stand-up bag is it restricts your punches and your kicks, right? When you're doing your uppercuts, your opponent may not always be here just standing in position. You want your opponent to move because it puts you in a real life scenario. So if you're experienced, you can still do your uppercuts and many other strikes, but what you really want is that natural feel to it, right? You can still do your elbows, but it limits you to what kind of elbows, right? You can still do your knees, but it feels weird when you try to come upright, right? You want to get as close as you can to mimicking being in that scenario as best as possible. And same with roundhouse kicks. Your opponent's going to be moving, not always standing in the same position. And so you want that bag to move and swing. You want to be able to develop your footwork and get better with those things as well. And so due to the bag being stationary, it restricts that. And so just something to be mindful of. If you are going to get into combat training, then it wouldn't hurt to have both, but I still highly recommend the swinging bag over the standard. It's another one of the reasons. All right, champs, so one of the pros of the stand-up bag, it's easy to set up, easy to put in your car. The breakdown is easy, all right? You can take it pretty much anywhere you want. You don't have to worry about obviously finding a tree, you know, some kind of anchor like a pull-up bar or swing sets or different things like that. So you can utilize this in your home. Doesn't matter, you're not bound by like weather conditions and oh man, it's raining, can't really go outside and do my thing. You can set this up in the garage, inside your apartment, inside your house, or you can take it with you on the road. So that's one of the reasons why if you are getting into strike combat training and different things like that, I would highly recommend that you keep that in mind. All right, champs? All right, champs. Thanks as always for staying around and enjoying today's video. I'm not doing any affiliate marketing or anything like that, but I will leave links in the description below in case you guys are wanting to get into combat training and you really like today's video. So I'll leave a link for both the stand-up and the swinging bag. If you guys got questions or different things like that, or want to see more tutorials on how to use these bags more in depth, just let me know. Until then, stay primal.